Good morning and welcome to another edition of Two Talk Morning Show on Two Talk Radio 98.5 FM. We bring the program this morning at Ishmael Saidu Kanu. Don't forget to also get to our Facebook page Two Talk FM. Well, today we talk tourism and we want to talk about how the women in tourism they get for happen and waiting that they mean for the tourism sector. We go also talk about other activities them within the tourism sector in Sierra Leone. As we get guests, we get for can explain to we more. Well, you can send your comments now. We comment section on Facebook to Talk FM and ask questions or make contribution to this morning's edition. Well, we want to start the program with the news this morning.
Beyond go able to make change na the energy sector inside the next 3.5 years. Tune in this Sunday at 9 p.m. for the Get the facts.
Talk Morning Show. Sorry we get technical issue with the news, but when they fix them up, we go surely bring and come to now the program. Well, this morning I get Kaiboka Isakwi with the PR units now the National Tourist Board. Of course, we always don't talk about tourism business now the country and don't they tell we how the sector they progress. Good morning and welcome to Two Talk Morning Show.
Good morning, brother Ishmael. My family and TV and also it gets me as a tourism business now all my business here. They will turn all the wala to Jiggy Sky.
And we get you for the second time na this show this morning. So let me start to talk about waiting the happen at this sector. But first, National Tourist Board, waiting at the workway National Tourist Board is waiting at the mandate.
I like when you start first, waiting that we don't function.
Yes.
Creomancy, waiting what they do. The National Tourist Board, before they even begin talk about a name, now law and policy bring them to existence when they call it Tourism Act. That Tourism Act, they give you the trink. Follow they do things, they all they do so. Then hotels, they all guest house, restaurants, resort, then casinos, nightclubs, and some cookery for them. All they on the way.
Okay.
And the Tourism Act, we say, 150 to 200 meters from the sea line now for tourism investment. So we're not in the content here. So you will go and go say you area around the sea line or coastal line if you take them because government get a trend tomorrow for can't you say Yana we get it by the Tourism Act of Parliament, you understand? But plenty things that brother Ishmael on the happy within the sector. This year we actually tag domestic tourism campaign, whereby the face of the campaign that the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs with nine role, a come and say, listen, we're not going to talk tourism and we picking there, mama and papa they don't know what that is tourism business. So the slogan we carve now, tourism business, I will let Ishmael answer and our man business. Tourism business.
Our man business.
That's where we go. So what think this mean? We take tourism to all my domot for let you understand. If you understand, it will surprise you, brother Ishmael, for let you understand. Say you get plenty in Sierra Leone and they will not even outside country treated. or if they see them, they don't know historical value. From way for the other time some man will say, hey, continue don't follow, we don't follow. That's the time some man begin to find out. No wait, let them tell you say, now Freetown as in yourself, now your whole museum on you when it comes to history, culture, monuments, and relics. And it take me time for explain all them small yam. So family go understand because till inside the Pema, plenty thing they will look at. But me family. For let tourism business will go before, you the local person or who they call the Sierra Leonean them, get for understand say Sierra Leone once on serve as a prime spot for tourism business universally. In the 80s, who don't go at all. You have to go outside and Wara will go down at the north, the mystical hill. What do you do through the support of the EIF and the Enhanced Integrated Tourism Framework Project. That project they help we for let we look at Wara say okay. When tourism come, you get the Gen Zs, the millennial, and the century. They say we have to look how to climb up this mountain. Yeah. So we build a perfect trail. Ishmael, as we talk now, no matter your age, you can climb up Wara Hills. And guess what? Every New Year term, that community receive almost 1 million tourist arrivals, locals and international. Wow. But this news will be Freetown because when they come, then they pass straight say with your enjoyment and Kabbalah Mystical Hill Festival that they can go. We do chalets and all of them 6 chalets and then eco tourism chalets. We put solar panels in it. So you go there, you know, and conduct your family, you go say, well, Larry, relax. There is an entertainment center there. It's not happening. We go na TY Island. I go na TY. You get to go all the way na Potoru, like you go to Kenema, like you go between Kenema and Pujon, and you slide by Potoru and enter na TY Island. Inside that island, there is the Moa River run. You know, not only the water, you get some rare reserves in the birds, animals, and different kinds of species. And then you get the Diana monkey, the Gentis daika, also man they call deer, different kind of butterflies there. And wait to when researchers then come, now then side they go for know the kind of trees they will get, butterflies they will get, animals they will get, like the picatatis, the pygmy hippos, they are all deposited in those places. So we think they are happy again. Let somebody say we not get anything for do na the southeast. I want for go down south more, go la rainforest day. We na the bedrock of conservation. Which I mean the carbon footprint rates alone they talk about. Now they see don't better get it. When you go to the hills of Gola and you see what in nature do under Ishmael. I would love to take you there. I would love to take your men there. For we all see, not just a talk. We don't attend the international tourism in Berlin. We don't attend tourism fairs in Spain. We don't attend tourism fairs in Canada and America respectively. Why? Some man go say all this now waste money, but tourism business, for let the foreign currency come, for let money generate, you have to go and go tease the art of the one them. We get bad news about a country. So we can go to the do. We show you videos and say the salon we be known for war, you don't get war again. The salon we be known for Cotton again. Now we are peaceful. We don't get almost 5 democratic elections. We don't pass. We don't kill ourselves. We don't damage yourself. Yes, we want Jamot Keka, but we resolve based on the resilience. So we get yes, we get Corona. Yes, Ebola come. Yes, we get mudslide. But come now and see these resilient people. We don't come together for push the tourism sector before. Then can say wow. Recently within France, you know, French market, I mean the market then they will come with them big hotels in those days in the 80s and the peninsula. Most of these people can say we used to be in Sierra Leone, we want to come again, and the promise is that Unakamo Sierra Leone open for now all. So it has been a lot of things, and the tourism campaign as a roundup. When the minister come, Madam Nabila Tunis, they say listen, no, for let tourism be appreciated, let the people know the.
When we talk about how the tourism sector they contribute to a country economy.
My brother, when you come to the percentage where tourism they contribute to a national GDP per year, first, let's begin first for read the tourism circumference. What I mean, the contribution from different arenas. When you look at the hotel sector, how many people we employ? I'm going to give you all these numbers. Left the hotel sector, come to the restaurants and cuisine. How many people they employ? Let's say we forget about this. Come to the travel agencies only, ticket and reservation. How many travel agencies there will they talk about here? Now, less that the top operating ground handling companies there, companies like IPC, Tourism's Life, VSL, HSL, different tour companies then we organize tours for both local and international. Left yonder all say you no one talk about that. What about the sea coach, the transportations then where they employ people again, move them from the airport to their hotels? What about the hotel taxi association? This all they create employment for people then. Let's now we talk now people that we could just go learn how to do for take care of garden. They say okay, who no lambuko when a garden want for take care of, because tourism get the strength, you get the might for create the multiply effect. What do you mean by this? It don't matter if you lambook or you no lambook. Now the only sector where they cater for everybody. The literate, the illiterate, the skilled, the unskilled, they cater for all man. We just need that in-house training. Those who they work in the front desk, in-house training. Those who they work in the room services, in-house training. We train people how for bread bed, because there is also a specialty how the bread bed where person see the bed left people you know. Now when you calculate all this, the economic ramification of all of them niches here is heavy. So you find out say 2% of the national the income generated to the gross domestic from tourism is huge, because each one of these people, let us say we employ in the tourism sector, they get 21 family we depend on them, and the other family depend on the direct income the way they come from the tourism. Left yonder, what happens in Tagogama? Almost more than 100 staff. These are Sierra Leoneans, maybe just 2 foreign staff there. What happened in TY? These are Sierra Leoneans. What happened in Gola Forest, Mamuta Mayoso? These are Sierra Leoneans there. So the tourism sector, if only we can pay attention, it is a sector we get the tendency, the trend for pulling from every poverty shrinking thinking. Because listen, you know, everybody get work for do. Let we say now we begin for take care of water them, the water them clean, and somebody say I get both them for do riverine tours, another employment and they don't create again. So when he asks me how tourism they contribute to the national economy, my brother, is heavy. That is why when something happen, the shocks as suburbs for tourism can really be challenging, because plenty months than they we plug into the tourism circumference or circle. So me family for let tourism business go before. One, we got to understand first what we get, what can we offer to the international community, what can we offer for we safe. Someone in a Freetown for let go Makeni, Potloko, Nagburuka, for go Gandon the village safe, no problem. Why? We just feel say Freetown is a place all to be and is the end all. And tourism business, not what they say. Tourism, now we move. You go, you see that person big like this one where Square buying a Lumley Arts and Craft. Now look at person maker. It don't take in time. They do this big. They put cost there. What did they pay for now in labor? But some man go again, Ishmael. They say this thing at 15 million. You want a price.
1.5 million.
Yes, it kill the local content. And tourism they encourage and motivate the local content. So what you begin to do now? Most of them hotels here, people when they do Gara now, we encourage them say, we not for use Chinese cotton. We not begin use with Gara. Like now this is True Talk Radio. Why they can the next time I want to see with batik, with Gara then and the background. When they show say yes, we self can do things them. We matter them. You understand? We poker them. How we can use them. All that they reflect we as a nation. They make the cultural value, the image repetition. Now also you believe some of us you now talk about salon. And tourism, if you talk about the destination we day, but someone say hey, salon, say no sell I want to tell mango, we shave the money. That statement for stop. Because we look big pass we all, but Ishmael. So now only tourism can unify we. You understand? In sports, tourism, medical tourism. Somebody they seek here and say, pass the crime Kabbalah. Not to all seek you're gonna Kabbalah in this ritual, but the traditional and herbal aspect of it can heal you again. And that's why you don't move. When you go there is an exchange. You must buy cassava, you must buy yam, you must buy mango. That money there, and they keep the economy going. So tourism, one of the bread baskets. Beside, you know, we all know so we don't get challenged with diamonds and other minerals there. But tourism is a sustainable one. But you get your own challenges there. You get challenges there, brother Ishmael. When some man see Jita, they appear in Kabbalah or somewhere around Kono or on the east, some man see Babu or Monkey, you know, they become so agitated, they go group, they go stoner, they go not can't die. All this will stop. Because when you kill the forest credence, when you begin to undermine ecotourism, you begin to undermine conservation, you undermine tourism.
But then we remember for the own safety and security.
Okay, so that is why we now get a department or a ministry where they handle that day. when are the NPA, National Protected Area Agency, then get up to 1,000 forest guards. When he sense the threat of animals, Brother Ishmael, they get tranquilizers. You don't need to take Matapensi armor, they hit bush cow. You understand? They are vibrant youths. They are traditional people when are hunters there. Know how for safeguard the people. Know how for pull down animal when a threat from among the people and send them back to the forest. You understand? Because they belong. I mean, some special birds there. Somebody they see in your interest on for stone board. So man, even the dog na us a harmful to them. This all for stop. Because when tourism come, they find out say, elephants come out now, you don't chase some elephants come out 1 year. By the time they make, they say don't catch them by Zini Bagbo. They don't not can say die. Babu commander, they say, because listen, the animal are for the camp. You know why? There are no more gunshots. Now gunshot be the carry them go. For 12 years, they have been away. They don't begin to migrate the camp inside. We'll go for stop the fear. We'll go for stop the intimidation. Because then self they look this place and in place. Without they say babu not to your home now. If you not Sierra Leonean, the babu self na Sierra Leonean. Why? Boundary credence. It is a salon. Every bird, every animal carry the flag of Sierra Leone. Now we go to call migratory birds. We'll see them birds then they. You know for all they put chain at their neck. Migratory animals, migratory turtles. Somehow we put the net now water. You see turtle. Look the turtle in neck. Ring there around her. Look in foot. Ring there around it. If they say neither don't come out Senegal or the Gambia. So what you can tell the fisherman there and those are the riverine. Anytime you see a strange turtle like this, because we own turtles they're quite different. You understand? Anytime you see a strange turtle we need dark back, it means say not to be get out. But if you want cross check where it's not to be get out, look in foot, look around the neck, they don't tag out, they don't mark out somewhere. So the best we can do, a big whale, a big dolphin, the best you can do and for create a safer zone for them. Create a safer zone, give them water, welcome them, and push them back ceremoniously.
Get that structure there.
But the structure is very simple because it take them from the water. So what you can do, maybe a short video, you understand? But if you inform we also get something we put on the say that turtle lay or that body a reach salon or that animal a reach salon. That's when they measure the distance cover. So tourism get beaucoup thing there in where we look. Now we talk about an ecotourism friendly airport. The airport don't canal. You understand? In the whole sub-region, we are considered for one of the best, finest, small size airport with an eco-friendly ambience. What did this mean? Tourism into a day job whereby everything will just develop, boom. But we respond to these issues. We respond to them matters already arise. Now, as you don't have today, out of your knowledge, you ask me a question there for let family understand, say, they work a continuous one and we have to start somewhere. And we don't begin long ago, so they ask for them people to enjoy the bandwagon.
Now, 2020, 2021, we get Corona, and it be hit very hard on the tourism sector. How will be able for
cushion?
Yes, and make sure say una stand on our legs again for begin get una stuff them because you mentioned now about the economy and all that stuff. They will be able for come off from that particular situation there and then make everything they work smoothly again.
That was the time when we had Dr. Memnatu Pratt. In your wisdom by then, when the corona hit and all the lights on the front decks in every hotels and every tourism center were down. Staff, almost 4,000 staff. I give the number now.
Yes.
That number don't increase now. 4,000 staff were laid off. Considering casino, nobody want to go to casino side publicly.
Even the airport.
Even the airport, thank you.
Yes.
Everything shut down. And the last light that shut down ceremoniously was the light on the Radisson Blue front decks. We officially shut that down for 10 people and say tourism don't get a shock. What did we do by then? The government with you come back out with man say magnanimity. They say how many staff they will not get in the tourism sector. And we begin now they do proper vetting. How? Because every restaurant or hotel or tourism establishment or similar establishment, they must register, they must get a license, they must get manager's license, they must get property license. And we begin calling, say, government want for help. Corona don't kind of shut all things down. Tourism, nothing where it thrive when people they move. But now we are not moving. So what can government do? The minister by the way Memnatu Pratt build a fine case and present her to His Excellency. Say, His Excellency, the tourism land give to the consolidated fund. Now it is time for that very consolidated fund now look to the sector and also back them up because they shock them too much for them. They now say, okay, when I put a proper vetting list together, which we did, you understand? So those will be they pay the license, those will be they give them contribution. We look into all these channels and say, okay, we have got a list of 4,000 people, you understand, including managers, hotels of managers, hotel owners. Guess what? They were paid. Everybody go home with 3 months salary by then, and that was so impactful. So man say, okay, this thing we don't can for some months now. Be beginning to go school, in school fee and go pay, food not be there. The testimonials were great. So these were some of the ways we would do for Cushing. But also the sector will also play a pivotal role for letting ensure say those within an establishment are temporarily able to go with the protocol guidelines that will be the govern corona by then. You understand? Say you quite know if you operate on a small scale, you have to follow full procedures, how you receive people, the maxing, the sanitization, and all of that. So, my brother, it was a two-way approach. The government coming halfway and also the sector coming halfway. But it was also guided by a very strong leadership.
Alright, so I'll not be able for because somebody go kind present in list and they will not be able for vet them list and they from the people them say all the way so now authentic people and where they work in the tourism sector.
Because we registration the hotel and classification department of the National Tourism Board is a proactive one. Every form we give Brother Ishmael to owners, property owners, it lists the number of staff we get, so it was easy. We just go to those files and tell them say maybe staffing no increase, update the list, maybe 2 more add, 1 more add. So it was easy. All registered license, except maybe there was a hotel, restaurant, or similar establishment where we operate we don't know. That's the time again we know say some man we operate we don't get license. You don't see when they get them as soon as register. You cannot have a business you operate in isolation from government taxation because you're afraid. Because there are benefits that will come tomorrow. If you're not registered, I won't get this benefit now. It was a tough time again. Say for years now. Well, how long you operate? Say 5 years. We don't know you. You are not in our system. You don't know we archive. I won't get this money now. Crime Boku. And that's also been shape people and say, no matter what, no register. So that number increase again. Today as we are talking, the number of hotels in the east, the number of hotels in the north, in the south, central, the resort, the ecotourism lodges, we don't come up. They're plenty. And this is just say the good is that even Sierra Leoneans and they invest now into the business. The business is no longer in the hands of Lebanese brothers and the Indian brothers or even foreign partners. But even young people are now, we encourage them for them to put money inside the business. Because listen, when you be hotel and manager well, you be resort and manager well, now a lifetime business. And also, when you get a kind of business now in the new manual, they encourage them say, let a family member understudy the business. Because tomorrow we get Gandon hotels or Gandon lodge. I'm going to let me pick you understand it, the business from there.
Yes.
But the problems over the years, when parents die, the business die. That has been the other shocks they get. So now we tell people, make sure you get possibility to understudy you. So the business must thrive if even in your absence. So after the corona, during the corona, I tell you, even after the corona now, the impact is huge. The awareness is huge. The results, the outcomes, they are very substantial.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you. We can talk more on that later, and we talk about women in tourism. We make you there this morning in Akai Bokari Sakwi, and the possibility to talk for the tourism sector, especially in National Tourist Board. Don't forget to either watch and listen to Two Talk Morning Show on Two Talk Radio 98.5 FM and our Two Talk Radio Facebook page, Two Talk FM. Well, we want to go for this short break. We can continue for engage Kai Bokari Sakwi. FM in Ishmael Said Kanu, I get Kai Bokari Sakwi, where they talk for the National Tourist Board. and also the tourism sector. And we don't talk about things that they contribute to the economy. One of them are the tourism sector, and he also don't tell we how the corona will affect or impact this sector. I still they talk on this one here. So what I would describe the loss we will not been get during this corona period, because it be really hit una very hard.
I think the number of staff we lost first. Look, let's consider life. Then we come to the economic disaster we also face.
Yes.
The number of lives that we submit where we get within this sector, there were almost 56 people within the tourism sector we died towards corona.
Okay.
It was serious. Some are top managers, some maybe don't go study out and come, one for give back to the country. For the economic ramification, it was huge. Huge in the sense, just imagine for almost a year or two, here they operate. You understand?
Flights they come,
nobody go. We are all stuck in here. All you can remember as survivor. You understand? Nobody know how to go to hotel. Everybody was quarantined. You stay in your house. So movement were restricted. And corona go against the law of tourism. Tourism, now the movement of people from one place to another performing every other thing except work. The enjoyment business. So nightclubs were down. Casinos were down. You know, even one the way they go to Mambo waterfall, water can't say man not get good. You can remember I said the water, so tell the water they count young corona fresh.
Exactly.
So man say for drink but to say the free. You know and share, you know, it's how the things separate to you understand? But wait to what Ishmael. That was the time Sierra Leone also braced up and say, you know anything, we can overcome this. But one of the sector we get the biggest shock now be the tourism sector. It was really stitched in time because you begin to imagine now the eagerness. When are we coming back? You understand? Some hotel opening, some staff will return again. That was the emotional aspect of it. Some hotel opening for let it's not paying footing struggle for long. It almost takes someone 2 to 3 years again for let a resuscitating self say, okay, now are they at the equilibrium balance now? Okay, we pay full salary. There was redundancy. Some man come again for let's take all the staff again, enable. Some man close down, turn enable for open. Some man selling property. The very hotel will be the survival. So when you think about the health conditions, as people, tourism survive in a clean and a healthy environment. Tourism survive in a safety environment. That is why when people like you say we strike, when people like you say we go into action, we go to war, this not go to war, this not go change. Tourism not go grow with intention then they. Also, Brother Ishmael, permits me for I tell the young one, the Gen Zs, and we the millennial, say what you write, what you post, the content on your country is in your hands. You hardly see a Rwanda, you hardly see a Kenyan, they put in your country, we call himself I'm a Kenyan, in a very negative spotlight. Then get the challenges, and this is the time for we self as well choose the stories we share, the content we dish out, because it is critical, it is very crucial for tourism development to Mabambai. When it comes to destination profiling, now what you say, then they take you by. You understand? We have to contest and challenge the Western media. Say Salone, we get beaches there. Let's talk about them. We get forest. Let's talk about them. We find bird there. We find woman there. We find Peking there. We find man there. Like remember, we are not talk about them good things here. When we food, we lafili, we pemaou, we acheke. You understand?
Because the other thing, as you mentioned, and when you go to the hotels there, most of the time, then white man food they will see there. What thing happen?
So now guess what? It's a must.
Okay.
It's a must now. For even lafili begin go to all the hotels there. You understand? The cassava leaf. How you go in a salon, and cook local food? You know, the interesting thing is, Ishmael, now the tourists are in the can local food they will eat. Cassava and pamaya and pepper. You go surprised. I took them to a village in Kenema, and I make them do the beans, you know, with fine bonga and pamaya, and then shred on top the potato cassava yam. The Germans were like, this is look good. Can we have it? Can we have it again tomorrow? You see, but then food here, we get the right vitamin balance of body. Now we know what you understand. it is rice, chicken and chips. So the local content law even discourage them. So now talk about the plazas like a Sokoto Yokoto. It's broke plate. You understand?
And still there?
Yeah, my brother. It's broke plate. Sokoto Yokoto. Pela. These are all traditional royalty plazas there. Like for the Konos, when you eat kwafune, you're not king. When you eat popo yamba, you're not king.
Wow.
For the Timilis, when you eat kalami, you are royalty. When you eat Sokoto Yokoto, they know you are up to something. Because for cooking and plazas here, care must be taken. The woman for ensure a clean, both in the menses, for cooker. You don't see how amazing. If you really measure the pepper, the kenda, the granite, care must be taken. Measurement they do. That is why I want let the Gen Zs and the millennials and land back. You understand? Now we became the call for I want sardine, I want this, I want this. Uno means anything and we meet bomber. Bomber they put 38 on top of pama and pepper. You eat some for the rest of the day, you are fine. Therefore, Papa now they don't want to be a star, they want them poyo or they want them bamboo wine. You understand? When you take this, the alcohol effect on you is less because these are natural content you are taking.
You often see now for the get like then trade fear or now they get like then competition like we campaign food then day so that of course the awareness will continue for the and they not go lost now the content.
Ishmael, is it the recent food competition where Rokel Bank organized with other chefs in the country? It was amazing at Family Kingdom. Go see Salon Sisters there. Universities are willing to catering tourism, then they compete. The winner, the winner 10 million, the second round 5 million, the other one 3 million. Where they get Africa stove and all of that. So we also encourage the private sector for through light, for them they put investment into tourism business because tourism business now all man business now only tourism they cater for all man. Today you make gombe na people that come out of candles because they don't connect them to their roots, their dynasty, their heritage. You understand? Like a Konoma, you begin play for us on rap song, they will ask you if you charge it. Now also I need to take it today. But you begin play for in something like an Easy Bay, you begin play Sori Kondi, you begin play Roji. Our fathers will connect. You see, the problem now, let we self-entertain as we musicians begin to borrow some air from traditional instrument, then give you the vibe. You understand? It could be a modern music, but again with traditional instrumentation that resonates with Sierra Leone. Appearance again count. You understand? Who they go and trade fair? What they buy English just like this? Now Ronco, and then inside me 350 kilogram Ronco. Who it man said, what is that? I say this is royalty. I got me big jigging on my neck. You understand? So how can we also refine then dress here? The quality Kamajona can use, the donsos, the pomasus they can use. How can we bring the social aspect of them dress here? For them with designers, with fashion designers, begin play with them. They will country clothes, you understand? Begin the sew jacket with them. You breast paw, now country clothes. You cap, now country clothes. You jacket, now country clothes. They live for you sandal, now country clothes.
Interestingly, country clothes, I make them up to the town where they go university.
Can you imagine?
Yes, of course. I use them for fund me in primary and secondary education.
So you are a weaver as well?
Yeah, of course, I weave. so, but as time goes on, we forget about anything in there. But honestly, it really nice for get them things in there going. I go Kenema. I think 2 weeks ago, I see now SLBC around SLBC radio and I see that they make candy. So I go there, I even talk to them. I say this thing I don't see what I can see, so I feel good, you know. So at least as one things, and they also we forget the industry like big na the country and even out of the country.
But just imagine if we get a weaving industry.
Yeah.
What are we doing with this jacket?
Yeah.
Just imagine country clothes when it says so. I guess we don't take 15-20 years. Every time we pull out a new. But I tell you, brother, you got diamonds in your hands.
Yeah.
You got diamonds in your hands. And I'm happy you're also in the media thing. Yeah. But also, when you begin to sit behind the weaving machine yourself, I'm not talking about the weight mayon, the country mayon, we get tripod full like that camera there, and you pass the knowledge. In fact, we'll get to blind weavers and now blind weavers.
Wow.
When I saw Sheku Nawatalu, when I blind weaver, we trained by Bangali Kuruma, I say, are you managing for putting this knowledge to a blind man? He said, numbers. The blind and they work with numbers. I say, hey, numbers. He said, you tell us, say, they move every 3, 1, 2, 3, move. 1, 2, 3, 4, move, and pass this 2 to this 2. I say mathematics come inside, not for the people who they see, but for the blind. And guess what? You cannot compete with Sheku when they come to weaving. It's blind. So when we put all them material together, who can beat us? We woman there. Who can it to woman there? No, they cut away canal. Now full okulapa. Okay, say now full country close. A Taiwan, a Thai another, other hand on top. We sisters then. When they come and do now lapa and beads around the west, beads up to like a 20-30. Men love to see this. And when you can get them barration now, only we sisters in the communal for demonstrate now the beauty, then tiro, you understand? There was nothing like a makeup, it was tiro by then, you understand? And black pencil and pass on the lips, it was beautiful. People, we used to overlook them things here, but at tourism, they unveil the goodies of a country. Now tourism, we talk about food, we dress, we culture. Ishmael, before I run up on this, there is a problem when we talk about cultural appropriation. What did this mean? For the cultural scientists, the word cultural appropriation mean when you learn culture, we're not you get that. Now it don't affect the Gen Z today and some of the millennials. You understand? You borrow culture for put trustees down the ways, not your culture, not your buy culture. You understand? You borrow culture for beat woman damage, not your culture. You borrowed it. You understand? You borrow culture. You talk now, we don't understand again. Koroma don't talk to Englishman. Tinima don't talk to Englishman. Medema, of course, don't talk to Englishman. If you talk, you put half minute for they talk the language full self. No problem. We have to be proud of the ethnicity, ethnological remains, how language come about. You have to place relevance on this language because when you talk them, it carry pride.
Yeah, and this is so key because
it is.
You go na various homes and now na English they begin to talk to the Pekin for more than small. Even the Temne or the Mende,
all disappear.
Yeah, it disappear. And if you look at me, the next 2 or 3 decades, it will be a very big problem.
It's a disaster. When I came back in Freetown, when my sister bring me to Freetown from Kono, these are 1988, 89, she never ceased talking Kono to me. And it took me almost 20 years before returning back to Kono.
Wow.
So me Kono na Freetown and not from Kono. So a credence to the Fullers. Whatever you may say, whatever you may say, they understand the dynamics of cultural values. They will put it in Mariama. Let Mariama say no answer. You understand? But you have to see a Fuller, where grow even in Freetown. I've met a Fuller family in Germany. The kids are talking Fuller. I've met a Fuller family in UK. The kids are talking Fuller. They have never been to Sierra Leone, but they're talking Fuller. You understand? I see few traditional Kono Menibri practices now. It is neither Kono or English. You have to choose one, you understand? But let's put premise on it, say it is a must. You call it Peking like a it is that I used it. It was for my father. He said, son, take this one. If number one or take that or 3, one of them will have it. There must be that hereditary. You understand? The chain value of transfer property. All these they come. So man, if you see old picture, you go Chera, you go to where? You know for Chera, take an museum. You see Bible in old picture, Sam Milton in old picture, Tijan Kaba in old picture, not Cheramo. Karangona National Museum. You go meet the curator there, Madame Olivet. Then get away, they understand how for maintenance here. You see old cutlass where it corrode. Sometimes get history, they get date. So far you get date, not turn to metal, not turn to cutlass. Bring a can to we get interest over them. You see old cap, country cap, or old mataudo, you understand? All the relics and remains here. Or you see some kind of rare stone where if not normally, not to where bring it to we get use for them because it's tourism business. Now I could say now all man business. You in the dance devil, it concern you. You in the pool go boy, it concern you. You in a mosque, it concern you. You in a church, it concern you. You in a pray to hills and mountains and valleys, it concern
you. Mentioned about that do the dance devil, but I know you see the masquerades anymore at the states. What thing they happen?
There is a big clarion call now from the national point of view. You understand? Where they knock on the doors of the minister for it shows say they invoke their name again and let come. So we begin get with lantern, we parade, the paddle, and they all in 520. I remember the last time I danced lantern and parade. I'm not gonna stay 4 o'clock money. It's a serious matter. Yes. It's a serious matter. Yes. And you see all man is showing craftsmanship. You know, you see some lantern in the build my water. You pause. And they go tell you say the man will be still don't die. You know why? They taught the secret of secrets. Yes. But then a tourism, then a culture.
Okay.
It is able follow we uncover, discover the true part of we as a society.
Okay. Now, the other thing, I can see one or two movies in a salon. Then instead of they come instead and bring the Nigerian culture. You will see where then they greet pass and they make so 3 times and all that stuff. Then instead of them bring Sierra culture into their own movies. Una can also talk to the movie production or the movie producers. Them for like they always they use Sierra culture instead of they bring foreign culture into the entertainment industry.
But Ishmael, when it comes to cultural orientation, you also get forgetting your own dynamics.
Okay.
I mean consultation. You are doing a film, you are doing a movie. Every time you are doing a film, it means the film is scripted.
Yes.
If you submit the script to the Cultural Department of Ministry of Tourism, we are going to look for all of these elements. The salutation, culturally, I the happen at Makeni, or at the north, at the east. We from the east, it is a must. You can't be talking to your father, you are standing. You understand? I mean, or your papa you don't eating up over in the talk. You understand? It is that you are talking, you hand it back, or you fall in front of you, or you see your mama, you greet her eating up, or your mama they greet papa, you know bend down. We saw mothers greeting our father because I will come mama and Bokubra. We see mothers tonight in the morning, in the morning, they will ask the father, which you want today for breakfast, which you want for lunch, which you want for dinner. With respect, either the father give money or not. It is mandatory the father must eat.
Wow.
All of these are the cultural elements where people don't overlook today. So if you say Sierra film, they greet, it is not a Sierra film. It is culturally not worthy. It is culturally worthless. For like Sierra film, they depict a Yoruba, a Hausa tradition from the dress. You understand?
Yes.
I see a film where they portray a Nigerian character, a Nigerian dress. I totally pull credence on that film because like you have missed your place as a cultural person. And that credence has to be insisted by every females that are we doing a cultural film? Yes. Let it portray which tribe. First you identify which specific tribe are we portraying. The Konos, how they greet. The Mendes, the Krankos, how they greet. For the Fullers, I go do a traditional wedding in a film and they portray a Nigerian traditional cultural way of wedding. Now we get way. How they wed? We all know so they go for lock the month. You have to knock the door. And you don't go tell me say yes, they go for pass water, I they pass water, you they tin up or you they bend down. You get for go down on your knees. You know, daughters-in-laws receiving mothers-in-laws.
Yes.
We for example, we see papa and mama, if you go flat. If you go flat on your knees. You understand? Now they blessing they come up. So you see societal break not happen today. Pentecostal church, the born again church must stop for condemn what is the practice as social cultural values. You understand? You know, they will preach against certain things. Don't go there, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Jesus condemned it. But these were the things we heard before even the Bible they come. We existed before even the Bible they come. So these are the values where they deplete. And when the values there begin the loss, even the mosques, the church, not get place.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, let's talk about music as well. We also they see Nigerian music they dominate salon. You go to nightclubs instead of them play the Sierra Leonean songs, even like them cultural song, they have Kalon, the other one day, and so he come there. We need to see them again. We see Nigerian music they overtake Sierra Leonean music.
You could you remember after the war, way back about the war in 2002?
Yes.
And then we begin to forget a proactive music industry. Those Saisa, Jimmy B.
Yes.
God bless these people. Succulent, Steady Bongo. These are the people, you know. And then we begin to get the likes of the Cayman, Calvineros are coming in. The concern is, for jumping to the thing is one, but how you need jump into it? What are you bringing? What is your genre you try for like a penetrate the market with? What are the sound engineers do we have? Because also, Brother Ishmael, do we want good music? Yes, we want good music. Do we want proper instrumentation? Yes, we do. The storylines in the music, yes, we want them. But also, when the craftsman is there taking pen, you don't put all the bars together. The engineering is also a concern. The beat is also a concern. Now, You cannot give me a cultural beat that has to do with Nigeria, Uganda, South Africa. You understand? My brother, hip hop and high life never started in Nigeria in the first place.
Okay.
I tell you, without fear and prejudice, it started here.
In Sierra Leone.
It was borrowed from here. The fella Kuti all came down here to see Roji and say how this thing they happen. They were all here to learn about this, how it is happening, how this accordion is being played, how these battles are being combined with the Shebure.
Okay.
They came here, they took it from here. But when they took it from here, when they culturally appropriated it and took it to Ghana, Nigeria, to Liberia, they fine-tune it. They add a yedi and add a lefui. Now so they take it. But the master script was from here. And we must pay attention that you know add for we kick back. You understand? So we must also not forget say the media gets a role for play.
Yes.
Like I said, it is what you sell, people will buy. If we sell conflict and a corrupt nation, is what people will buy. Mind you, media control life, music control life. If the music we is saying other than what I was, forget it. And also let musicians learn for partner and collabo. I understand the hyping, you know, the stunts, the paparazzis, the negative PR or media around them, they not go down. But let us say we are bringing, for example, you combining LJ Cow Dinero and then Gian with Sober Sierra Leone Gumbe beat. My brother, the Gian Gumbe beat. You understand? Like what Franklin Peters do, what they call famous in recent song. We do, he say anything he like do that song they play in the corridors of UK and America, even in Nigeria. We're talking about therapist, the evangelist in song. I was in Nigeria. Nigerians are dancing the music and they say that they get an answer.
And I can always say you're not the big brother Nigeria.
Thank you. I said that song is not yours. He said, what do you mean? I challenge. I said that song was done by my brother. See me the proud of the man. Me to know and see.
Yeah.
I said it was done by my brother. Who said therapist are your brother? I said it's my brother. Cross check his profile, and they went there. I said, you see, really? I said yes. So we can do great things when the research is being done. Oh, rub the right per mind and per mind and the right things there. It go shine.
You're showing.
No which can stop it.
Okay.
We have to be committed to the work, bro.
Alright, let me talk about recently or last year, Siuna demolished plenty structures along the beach area, and we talk about how the tourism sector they contributes to the economy. So that decision there, how na come about for Mekan, and whether the one they own broke so you know they affects the sector.
Now, in the first place before we go into demolition, we assess the damage.
Okay.
We assess the economic damage. We assess the emotional damage. So, waiting the Ministry of Tourism, the National Tourism Board, the PR communication begin for do, we first employed community engagement. You understand? For massage, the thought, say, we got to do this, but we'll do them by phase. You will not be not upgrade it. Go and go see something we can do.
Okay.
So we can save, you not go that bad. So the demolition was a must for that album, because over the time, people then take advantage over the ministry, over the board. What I mean by this? If Brother Ishmael Khan with the Ishmael Innovation, you have for going to catering and cooking and all of that, we saw the concept was good. But when you go now for interpreter concept you bring to we, you brought the 3D innovation to we. We saw it in screen. It was amazing. But now you have gone for interpret the very thing bring to we, where you're gonna different thing interpret. You don't see the mismatch. So we now call you. This way you show we, and the land will give you. You're not able to do the. Can you adjust? You say yes. But when you go, you build elevated structure. It was not elevated structure on your 3D plan. You understand? You begin to do hard concrete. We tell you say the building is temporary. So we advise you for use local materials. Good board. You understand? You only use concrete where necessary if there is an erosional problem. So those when they close as the water we get erosion problem, we can understand. But then almost 80 something of those structures not meet the requirement. You understand? Some man build and block all the 3S. You might want to know that the 3S.
Yes.
They block the sea, the sun, the sun. And tourism, they pay attention to them 3 elements here. So every structure will be penetrate to the sky, will also block all of this. In fact, me now can talk say not block all the 4S them. So the next S, now the street. So man sit there in the issue by outside in Motka Park. More trouble, more danger. So we begin put the demolition into phases. But also, we need a sustainable environment for the Lumley axis. You understand? For reduce the crime rate. Because somehow we draw phone, if we say they make shift and it disappear. What to say what I go is in one of those restaurants they will just make shift. Tarpaulin wood and pan and naknaka. Sierra Leone is going to places. We have seen the reality. So when we come, we advise say the Lumley Beach, they get a tourism master plan. And we can tell them that the clause say this place will give you na temporal. Time will come when government go take up. Now the time be cancel. And I tell you what is about to happen next on that beachfront will surprise you.
Alright, so we can talk more on that, then we can talk about the program way for happen inside this month in Akaiboka Isakui. And I also the talk for the National Tourist Board and the tourism sector. Me and Ishmael side we can will take this break. It's 9 o'clock. Then we'll come back and continue. Talk Radio 98.5 FM and our Facebook page to Talk FM. You can send we comments now, we comment section, and we go read them inside the program. I get Kaiboka Isakui from the National Tourist Board, and we talk about things that will happen at the tourism sector, and we talk lastly about the demolition and tell we say the things that will for happen. Go surprise you. With nothing things that will go surprise you. You know how to talk now because a surprise.
Well, anything a surprise, it didn't boss and quick. So, but for the public interest, I want to let people understand. Say, as we speak now, the Lumley Beach we've been chaotic. We get a lot of crime rate. The waste management for controller was a problem. But Ishmael, you will surprise for understand. Say, somehow we in Bill makeshift and they taking toilet pipe. It's still under the water. Then we add Budapest. We come.
Yes.
And those people who are sensitive to water, they know water formation, how water for the way good, how the holy body. And they get into that river, and they were saying the water is like a small snake there with the holy food. It means it's not pure for swim. So what it causes is because the physics where they come up from the human being, God advises you for Adam because they are waste. But if they send them to the water, the fish they eat the thing. It comes back to us in Mina, Erin, Barracuda. That is why we are always they cry typhoid, we always they cry liver problem, someone they cry saying body get pain, food we eat. So how we do for also massage this? There was a time when few structure catch fire and the fire begins spill. So we also assess all of them things here. If we don't reduce them makeshift here, in future to come, we will grab one day and say the entire Lumley Beach they on fire. Because some man, even the cooking system, how the kitchen will be organized was never like that. So now all the problem now see today as we talk, we have been able for actually mitigate or reduce the risks around the problems there will be the along the beach. Today, if there is any problem to talk about, and the seaweed and other waste there will come around the riverine communities there. We see they get from pharmaceutical waste where you can at the beach, it's not good. You get into the water, now festive season the council. People then get for the go street. Pharmaceuticals, big hospitals, companies where they produce water, where they produce bottle, sachet water them. Una join in the fight. Una fair way, how una can join the ministry, the board, for that we reduce the consumption of plastic bottles when they go into water. It will surprise you. Some man don't get dustbin, Ishmael. Now net they get to the water or the drainages and empty all in dirty. And guess what? The Longley Beach and the open fair, and the open space, where they serve as a bath for receive all of them junk here. So in the morning you will see that dog, Mataudo, Matapensi, Coolport, 5 gallon, all they come to is sea lines. And this is not good for me. And it's challenging. And this is giving lot of money all the put panel here. As we talk now, cleaning they on. But every 1 hour, plastic they can, rubber they can. We are tired.
Exactly, because I go at the beach and I see even the seaweed, where the seaweed they come, they carry with all things in there. I even take some pictures and some videos of the rubber them plenty, what I mean plenty, and the seaweed instead don't add. How only they affect tourism and the environment.
And you see, you go there, but you get a stench, you get a smell.
Yeah, the stench was so bad. So
in this,
disturbing.
one of the reviews I get from one travel advisor, they say Sierra Leone in rainy season is not the best place to go.
Okay.
The beaches are ranky and stenchy. That can review they bad.
Very bad.
It's sad. But now we Ishmael, the creator, you couldn't say keke, you drink you lemonade or whatever, the best you can do, have a try and do. I'm like, you suck orange. You understand? The best you can do, have a try and do. Is this the city we want, Ishmael? Is this the country you want? As we speak, cannot clean past Freetown. McKinney clean past Freetown. For Bo no talk. Freetown wait for clean, we get all the amenities in. No. We get all the body scatter all around the guy dirty. They are like clean salon clean. But when they take the tea, as you go inside, the fence side go put it on the side or the empty and drainage and the rain come. That is why we drainage all time and full up and we get flooding. Because when they manage, we waste well. And that's a problem for we in the tourism sector.
Okay, so how now they try to manage the seaweed now?
I think in several engagements, okay, on the seaweed. So the seaweed, people don't go out for no force, waiting they create something they cause them. The seaweed, not to say that they mine our water or na mining they go on our ship don't can pass it in dredge don't can pull it. All is not true. Left for life by people and say that the mine and the dredge and the water, the African minerals and a lot of mining, not true. Now, Ishmael, when the water basement, they go to they call the nitrogen gas. Not talk small science, yeah?
Yes.
The nitrogen gas, what's it for? Now for a short say, it regulates the heat down at the basement of the ocean. Now, this grass within at the basement of the river, this seaweed, it hardly come up. It only come up when there is a volatile reaction against the nitrogen gas with a protector. So because the heat it don't tense, instead they look for side for get air, it burst out. So that this they create the brown sargassum, as with man call them. In the can that we see. I think Senegal they get the green one, Gambia they get the green one as well. The Caribbeans you not talk. Then they get the dark one, we smell past between you. So what you don't do? A lot of findings on the key. People say from research, say that it can be used for fertilizer, which is also good. So when you contact, we say, a one follow the process. We rinse them, separate them from sasa, separate them from bottles, and keep her aside. The other man say, this one they look so now food. Also we're showing how I did one. So there are a lot of thinking and findings around the seaweed. I just believe and hope say by the time we get all of these researches done, let not disappear. So we will understand. Say okay, this now the other man say you want for the dry arm for do mattresses and pillows. The other man say you want for the dry arm for you do chairs like this for dresser with the chair and all of that and put cotton pan. I'm like okay. So thoughts are coming up, ideas are coming up. So I just believe by the time we are reaching there, even for future generation, we'll be able to convert the seaweed from waste to economic goods.
Alright, let's talk now about the remaining tourism program where they come. I understand it's a big program.
It is the biggest ever, I would say, for Salone. When they held the first one, it was in Ghana. This is the second one. And what is good about this? Now the Salone Minister of Tourism and the chairperson for the Women in Tourism Africa. You don't say that good? And one thing about the Minister of Tourism, she's fearless. In the sense, you know my thing happy, but this program will go down. When it's the UN Tourism Organization, say, I want the Women in Tourism to be hosted in Sierra Leone, in colleague minister, they all told them, look, who's Salone? It's in my country, of course. We can do it. We will do it better than how you perceive it. Do you have the infrastructure? They say, we'll put it together. Do you have the resource? They say, we'll put it together. And at the time, non-cancel. But Ishmael, it is going to be one of the biggest events ever hosted in tourism business. You understand? What to make them different? We are having almost, what can I say, different tourism ministers, female ministers, not men, coming in. The ECOWAS Commission will be here. OAU Commission will be here. Women in Tourism, UN, you understand? All their lagbade inside the UN Tourism, get for dinner here. Women in Tourism, the regional director for Women in Tourism for Africa, UN Tourism, get for dinner here. Ministers from Zambia, Zimbabwe, from South Africa, ministers from neighboring countries, you understand? Liberia, Guinea. So you don't see this kind of delegation that is coming in. What did this mean? It means for we say we have to be preparedly ready. How? From the immigration, and then they're going to begin accessory, the arrival, the airport, the reception, because the airport and the national front desk for Sierra Leone, waiting the happen is very important. You understand? So when the team they begin move from the 25th, see how the airport organization did. The visa on arrival process. Family for no say you don't get for going on a poll as you the land so we shall not stop. You understand? Boston come on. Loading a boot, car fritter to your hotel. Then the foreign protocols, because we get a lag by the way they come. We're not going to just be handled by anybody. So this is how we are ready. Then we now talk about the internet service. We get for cover the 3 days program on that. You get for heavy. Telecoms company don't come on, we want for help. So we now see tourism could not be done in isolation. People don't come over for help plenty. And we call for more help. We call for more help. As we are talking now, for clean the street, work is going on. It has been from last week to now, people are giving 8 hours for ensure say the waste on the beach is reduced. The entrance to Kipsera, to Bintumani, to Kimbima End, it is all clear, processed, and clean. However, the next thing we want to talk about again are the exhibitions. Sierra Leoneans then wade into Garadai, wade into cottage industry, wade into food production, wade into other industry entities, and all of that will be there to showcase and demonstrate what we get as a people, as a nation. And guess what? The Honorable Minister, Madam Namila Tunis, now the face of this great event when it happen.
Okay, when we will begin to see the ministers, the other dignitaries, then begin coming to the
for security reasons, for security reasons, we don't have to underrate or play security. These are people and people they come inside. So as a hosting nation, we get for ensure they are fine. But no matter what thing ever happen, by the 28th, when the program is when a registration, we expect most of them allegedly for the Kandong Gidiba inside the country.
Inside the program,
Freetown International Conference Center.
Okay, so FICC. Now 3 days program. How the first day, second day, and the final day get for look like?
The first day we're gonna hear drum sound. The first day is the day we are going to tell them indeed there is culture. The first day we tell them say indeed we have food. Is the day we will tell them we are peaceful. And the day we tell them say we are friendly. These are the opening ceremony whereby we enjoy our own tradition, whereby the ministry and the agencies then go there in one apparel, what we call Ashabi. So we turn on Agara, you turn on Agara, you turn on Agara. It get for be very, very interesting. But what thing more get for nice than the organization, how the program they unfold, waiting they can next. As we talk, so there is an agenda of activity already. You understand? You can forget different speakers to the opening ceremony, and the keynote speaker, go be a national icon on that day. We'll not go announce. But I tell you, if you not register it, hurry up and register. The platform they are around, it go round like a hot cake. Register and make sure you come there. There's going to be tea break, there's going to be lunch, there's going to be dinner, and the very day they want, we're going to get group sessions.
Okay.
Panels are going to handle group session on finance, on tourism, on investments, access to money. All of the topic here, therefore be enlightening. They will teach women them how to sustain tourism business, how to go into tourism business. Banks they get for come, tech companies they get for come, where they can give them advice and give them professional expertise again, and how long they know they survive. Strong women in tourism they get for day that the platform there for ensure they share their experience, they share their time, and they share their economic and tourism strength over 10 years, 15 years, how they survive the challenges. Then they can now focus share with the young tourism entrepreneurs for all go learn and understand ourselves.
So the next week or so, a very busy one for now.
For me, starting from tomorrow, because from tomorrow the team will begin move up and down again. If the boat is okay, the boat okay, start a lawyery. When the fuel is standby, we're gonna cross check all of that. All the tags are ready. Are they ready? This person in tag this, in name correct. All of them small here, and complete registration. We ensure say the internet service provider, they are there, they check the internet, it is fine, it is always launcher. We go online and cross check, because no one for the day the ministers of foreign countries begin say what a mess, what a internet, unang crisis and day. So we make sure even to bottle water we serve, we make sure it's going to be the best. We get with brand and country logos and all of that. And let family not forget. Say you successfully listen me, you get a role for play. How? When you see the tours and you go on, because they go for visit tourist attractions, they go for come to the museums. So we go to Tagogama. We respond a very critical. How will they behave? There no point camera and you say, hey, you can snap me or give me first tell before you snap me. But when you travel, go to other people's country, you can snap. Hey, where? And they stop you. But we get that problem there. As them point camera, you don't have a board, have a creature, you don't have don't put me in a picture. So please, when they sell them fine cookery and don't get that, make sure you clean the area. When they are around Aberdeen, let the message go. Don't clean with corridors, because tourism not the tribe inside the team.
And somebody go ask, why now we foreigners in the canning for clean?
Because not come out with shame small. Let will come out with shame small. Because we in Salon, let God help you. In the sense I say, we the trade dirty outside. Even long we run about, we don't turn into dirty box. All man they bring in dirty now. You put that at the junction. Let the world see. And look at dirty. Lonely. Wait for me a prime spot. A busy business area. We work out dirty. One day one whole come outside, the whole come out. It the city. They run after them. All of this is not good for me. You see, we go there. We elders and the common in this country, they go see things there. But when they can settlement, it is time to say it. It is time for us to begin there. Let we all understand, because charity now also the begin. If begin trade of teen and veranda, it put on a gate. From gate na treat.
So the program theme, another theme for this year's event.
My brother, the theme na beyond financial access, education, entrepreneurship. So if you look at, beyond financial access, education, entrepreneurship. So it's a coin up for ensure say all my way involved in this. We're able for tapping, we go plug in, and after that 3 days, we are expecting to host more conferences.
So what are they for talk around this theme?
As I tell you, we get women leaders there. They are even the UN women tourism leaders will be here. We get real salon people in again. We get for the on them panel here, the minister. We get for the on them panel here. We get professional bank directors there. We get for camp when a woman there. We get for camp from Access Bank, Zenith Bank. They all get for the. We also look now from the government ministries, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Tourism, and let the round table, and also get international speakers there. We get a high profile for moderate the kind of thing there, bro.
Okay, this now you say women in tourism, and you get to focus more on women them. So what about the woman them, as you mentioned, the local woman and the one way, how then they get themselves involved into this program? Because if you have a do program, you not just look at the
top one there,
the elites there, yes.
So what do we do? They don't begin a year work for us for almost 1 month.
Okay.
For every week, we get like a 4 or 5 locally trained women where they get their own business. Some are fruit, So one officially sell. You understand? That kind of people then they talk.
Okay.
We dey profile them, and it has been going on very nice.
Wow.
And interestingly, most of them again get for join the session. They get for get boot them when they exhibit the things when they do.
Exhibition.
So, yes, exhibition get for the outside of the arena. So while the conference they go on, you can step in and come by a bid and all of that. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very.
So which one they do for make sure say we not get any, for example, any problem. Maybe we don't plan on a program, then something off on happen.
Well, normally there are always checks. You understand? But before anything happen, we go spoil that program. For security, I'm not sure there should be an alarm over that because security is paramount. You bring international people in, you go for ensure say them go in one, they come in one. It is safe. So for security, that should not bother you. Anything beside natural occurrences, unforeseen circumstances, I think say the one who we will handle so far, we have handled them. So we're not expecting any surprises. And you said when they come, you know, for expect surprises. All we want you for do, they in the African attire and can celebrate women in tourism. In Sierra Leone.
So what's your expectation or which one they expect like after the program? Who's mark on official go left in the tourism sector?
I think the tourism sector now one of the sector where they open doors to other sectors. After this conference, we are looking at investment opportunities in the tourism and hospitality industries. Most of these people that are coming that are businessmen go look because they do tours. We're gonna do business tour, corporate tours. They will look and say, okay, maybe I can get me a resort here. That's an investment. You understand? Somebody else can say, maybe I can be the next telecommunication company here. That's investment. So somebody else can say, maybe I can divert me airline here for beginning to operate. You understand? Now during that meeting here, only expectations here they come on. Also, the profiling of the destination. So I don't be known for very bad and we get image problem. So this conference will use them again, market them well, and talk. The time is for let's Sierra Leone talk himself because they will receive people then. What you give them, what you feed them with, the song they will play for them, get for them in their mind. Say yes, indeed, Sierra Leone is a place for me. I've been there and I want for you to try them again. So it's a self-marketing, it's a self-profiling program where we are about to do so. That is the second thing. When them people here come, the word of mouth, you understand, marketing we then go do for themselves. Sierra Leone is beautiful indeed. In modern, even social media hype, when somebody talk about you. Also, it will bring Sierra Leone in the very good image of the UN Tourism Organization. Say indeed, because one day we don't get a program of this kind of nature or caliber for let the UN body move for Kana Salon. This will bring we into the good image and the corridors of the UN tourism. And get a tendency for open more opportunities for people that within inside the sector and even one day within inside the sector. Because as I tell you, Sierra Leone, the chairmanship for this program now from Sierra Leone Komo when Madam Nabila Tunis. So we are expecting these kind of things to happen and let the good news go so far and wide.
So how the minister be able to make sure, say, because you mentioned earlier, are you able to convince the people over there for make sure say we able to get this program hosted?
When he meet na Zambia, when he meet with his female counterpart, I'm talking about almost 50 something ministers, and he break the news. If we get almost half of that team, they will say, okay, if she believes she can do it, we believe she will. You understand? Because then they drop her on the floor. What do I want for take her? And he said, yes, I want Sierra Leone for host her. And the planning will do also. And so far, we don't get the support. You understand? From the private sector, from other international bodies, then the support they come. The only thing about Ishmael, we need more support too. We need more support for ensure say the program come on the way we want.
Because I wonder how would they get for cost to now? Because this is a very big program.
It is. But most of them cost here, they could be shared cost.
Okay.
Go tell them, go say we take food. Maybe brewery or cold storage go say we take drinks. Is that the cost they go off? Sometimes cribs and other international, other national event owners and go say we're going at screens, we're going at the stage, we're going to lighting. So then the Freetown International Conference Center will say, we're going to take it all for this amount, complemented cost, you understand? Say, we get like complimentary of this, we're going to pay this percentage. So tell us, you pay the taxes and all of that. So this is how we've been surviving. And Ishmael, before I close up, we for begin to look at this what they call MICE, meeting, incentives, conferences, and events. It is the thing. It is the order of the day.
Yeah.
Countries and nations in the tourism sector, then they make plenty money from there. And guess what? Sierra Leone is getting to that level because it is when you have international programs of such caliber, people go come in the country. When they can, they go use all the amenities there. They go use the keke. Bike man, they go make money. Hotels, they go make money. Restaurant, they go make money. Even cooking for them, they go make money because some man want to try the local food. Even with designers, they go make money. So you don't see how the thing they trickle down for help the local economy, for their boost tourism, then get a trickle.
Alright, so that 3 days they on our for you not into money. How Sierra Leoneans them because you mentioned say na register. So if somebody want to be part of the event, or the person knows say no they out of the country or they far, no angry, how we go able for witness the event? On for show and live, on for on Facebook.
And on all the social media handles, the YouTube, the Facebook, in fact there is a special company we get for do the live stream.
Okay.
On the ministry Facebook, Ministry of Tourism, on the National Tourist Board Facebook, and all the social media handles there. So you are out there, don't be hesitant, just be assured that this program, Women in Tourism Week, will be lively streamed in Iwusi and Kojuma Kuju Jarawan.
So what about Una and the UN women? How are they collab for make sure say themselves get themselves involved into the program?
Well, actively as we talk, whatever way they happen now, it is in consonant with the UN Tourism Organization. You understand? How? Starting from the mock-up banners and printing, they are part of it. You understand? Engagement on ministers where they come, they have been part of it. Resource mobilization, they have been part of it. So it is not done in isolation. You understand? You will see all we print, all we media, social media campaign and awareness things that we do. You will see the logo of the UN Tourism. It means we are in good anchor, we are in good shape for move the program ahead.
So I got a few comments there on Facebook page. You say within the tourism sector they do in order for stop the toilets where people they do at the edges of the sea around and destroy the beaches, as you mentioned. And Emmanuel, they also they say how the tourism sector they help for prevents the deployment of plastic through drainages into the sea. Somebody they say Yusuf Kama, they say the PC himself, and Issa they say yeah sure PC Sakwi. So you want for comment on
my brother and the Texan, it is challenging. We continue to do the clarion call, the national call. Say companies there for begin stand up to that task. How we for reduce the production of plastic content. You understand?